Hello, soul family. I love you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. This is going to be a real quick video. This is kind of a part 2 for the 4 worlds of the Kabbalah. I had recorded the video and I left one of my little notes over here that I was going to explain it with. It was on the back side of a page, so I actually didn't see it and didn't actually get to explain this part. But we're going to go back real quickly into the 4 worlds. So, the 4 worlds, as I shared, connected to the Tetragrammaton, Yod He Vav He, also connected to the 4 elements. Sorry, I got like hiccups. But with these 4 worlds, you have beginning with Atziluth, going down to Asiya. And where the, we're going to start in Atziluth. This is the connected to Yod, or the fire element. And this is the archetypal world, or plane of existence. And the archetypal world, or the highest plane of existence, is technically the only true plane of existence. It's the only plane of existence that actually really exists. All of our realm are like the Maya that the Eastern tradition spoke of, being the illusion, Maya, the illusion. And that is because Atziluth is the only true realm, and it actually represents very vague and powerful abstract concepts and ideas that shape our human lives and the entire universe as a whole. It's what inspires creativity, and it's the sheer force or drive that compels creation in a certain direction. So it's like the inspiration. I'm going to give an example here. So the example here is going to be mathematical, rational thoughts, the ability to calculate, and numbers. So it's almost like you kind of starting to see this Saturn moon matrix coming together with the numbers in the matrix, and Saturn and the moon, the world card connected to Saturn. So Saturn moon matrix is connected to this 100%. But within Atziluth, this is just like I said, the numbers, the ability to calculate the numbers, having rational thoughts, or mathematics, or mathematical equations. Then we move into Bria, which is connected to the first He, and Bria is the creative world, or plane of existence, and it's connected to water, or our emotions. And like I said before, some people say this is Atziluth, this is Bria, Bria and Bina, and then this is Yetzirah, all of these, and then this is Asiya. And like I said, other traditions, Atziluth, Bria, Yetzirah, Asiya. So just depending on which school of thought you're coming from, we're just going to go ahead and break them down into the different triads. So you have the supernal triad, the etheric triad, and the astral triad. So that's what those 3 represent. And you'll notice the supernal triad is the only triad going upward, but there's also a hidden triad facing downward right here when it comes to Da'at. We're not going to go into that this very minute. But then the etheric triad is connected to Bria and He, the Hebrew letter He. And that's connected to the element water, or our emotions, feelings, intuition. This is where the etheric form begins to take form. And this is the creative world. This deals with the generative, creative concepts and impulses. So this is actually connected to the generative principle, which is the 8th hermetic principle most people don't know about, which is marrying thoughts and emotions. in order to bring something into physicality. But an example for Bria is like something that performs calculations for me so I don't have to. So that could be many things. That could be an abacus, that could be a pocket calculator, it could be a cell phone, it could be a laptop, it could be basically anything that calculates for you. Even if you had a piece of paper that you wrote it down on, that's, the paper's helping you to calculate it. So that is Bria, the creative world or plane of existence. Then we move down to Yetzirah, which is connected to Vav, the Hebrew letter Vav, and this is connected to the element air, which is your thoughts, your mind, your mind, your thoughts. Yetzirah is a world of thought forms. So this is kind of connected to like Plato's allegory of the cave or whatever. And it states that before you can define and manifest something on the material plane, you have to know what type of something it is. So in general, it's like every plan for a building or computer imaginable. So it's the idea of any and every type of computer or building of something, kind of like the last in Bria, like cell phone, laptop, abacus, the building and the creation of the thought form. So it's something that that is a much more general aspect than a refined existence of something. So this would be each and every computer ever imaginable, and each and every building plan and structure ever imaginable. And then we move down into Asiya, the material plane, which is connected to the second Hay, and this is the physical or material world, which is connected to the element earth. And the material world is a result of all these forces going on above it. It's literally like the congelation or is it amalgamation? I think that's right. But the grouping of everything happening above it. So everything happening within the spiritual, etheric, astral planes are all manifesting down here into the material world. And the Kabbalists should definitely not take the material world at face value, because there's more going on within the material world than even the eye can see. So it's not necessarily all that you can see, because we have within the visual spectrum only a tiny window that our eyes can perceive of, but there's a lot more going on. So we definitely shouldn't take the material world at face value for sure. But an example for that coming from many different things to calculate, the idea to calculate or use mathematics, then all the different devices you could calculate or whatever in, and then every machine built in existence within the astral, and then the physical manifestation, which would be an example of that, would be like an HP laptop. So this is the final physical item that you've gained from the inspiration you gained, to idea to use mathematics, and the idea to use something to use those mathematics to build a structure for you. Then you come down and you have the idea of all the different things that could be. So you have, pocket calculators, abacus, cell phone, a laptop. So we're going to make one of those. And then you move on down into the astral realm, from the etheric plane to the astral plane. You say, okay, well, here's my blueprints. I'm going to build one of these things up here. And you eventually get the blueprints of every piece of electronics in every existence, and then from those you refine them into whatever you create, which would be a HP laptop or a Samsung cell phone or a just an abacus that you build. It's the final amalgamation of all of these mental and spiritual inputs that are coming through into the physical plane. But yeah, that's about it for part 2 of the 4 worlds. I hope that helps you understand these concepts a little bit better. They're much more deep than just what I'm saying. I'm just kind of giving you guys a general concept so that you can begin to understand it, and then you can dig deeper into researching and finding out every single thing that you can about the Kabbalah. I love you all. I hope everyone has a wonderful day today. I think that's going to be about it. If you guys liked the video, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I'd be glad to answer them, or if anybody just has anything extra to add to it, please definitely add that down there, because all of your opinions matter to me, and I would like to hear everyone's concepts on these ideas. I love you all. Peace.